That's Brett Benton there in the car. The Fiesta Bowl. He's joined by his wife Jackie and daughters Alex and Cameron. Brett joined the Fiesta Bowl committee back in 2004, and he has served on the Media Operations Committee as assistant chair in 2006 and chair in 2007. In 2009, Brett was a fundraising coach and then became a sales commissioner in 2010. He's also been a team liaison since 2010. Another one of the busy committee members. Yeah, we love their service to the community, though.
And the Fiesta Bowl Board of Directors and Life Directors. The Fiesta Bowl Board of Directors made up of 26 members. The Fiesta Bowl Life Directors comprised of 84 men and women who have previously served on the board.
And you can see them on the fire truck there from the Hall of Flame that's located right here in Southeast Phoenix. It's the world's largest fire museum with over 110 pieces of fire history. If you haven't stopped by and checked that out, it's a jewel of our community.
Yeah, fun place to go with your family and take some photos and take a look back at history. And we're just seeing some of the treasures there that they're riding on.
The Fiesta Bowl Ambassadors. The Fiesta Bowl Ambassadors are an all-women volunteer group that provides hospitality and support to Fiesta Bowl community events, and they're next up in the parade. They are here today riding aboard Ollie the Trolley, as you can see behind the fire trucks.
Love Ollie the Trolley. Have you ever ridden on Ollie?
I have not. It sounds like I might want to jump on right now.
I think so, yeah.
Well, these fire trucks are very cool. As we mentioned, the Hall of Flame, surprisingly, people come from all over the country to visit that museum. Again, it really is one of those jewels of our community that a lot of people don't even know about. So we're telling you about it right now. Hopefully you can check it out and you can see some of the pieces of history here driving through the parade route today.
The Fiesta Bowl Ambassadors there, an all-woman group now we're about to see coming up next. There are the ladies in orange and red. The Fiesta Bowl Ambassadors, an all-women volunteer group that provides hospitality and support to Fiesta Bowl community events. And they're here today walking, and some of them there on Ollie the Trolley as well. They've had several community outreach projects this season, including hosting the team families, administrative families, and families of the staff of the university, and the families of the Fiesta Bowl sponsors, too, just trying to get everybody here in town comfortable.
And they are. There they are. Shelley Huckfelt is the chair this year, so we appreciate them being a part of this parade, and more importantly, we appreciate the service they give back to the community here in Arizona.
You know, when you talk about the Fiesta Bowl, it's a celebration, obviously, for lots of sports enthusiasts, but the Bowl's impact on Arizona lasts all year long as well, and well beyond the gridiron. In fact, in 2010, 2011, in the bowl season, the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl, and the Tostitos BCS National Championship game created $354 million in economic impact for the Valley.
You think about the number of people who come into Arizona from out of state for this. They think, as they try to estimate this, 3 million people in the past 41 years have made Arizona a destination thanks to the Fiesta Bowl parade, the Fiesta Bowl games. And so we're so glad to have those visitors from out of state coming to Arizona to enjoy wonderful Phoenix in December.
And behind Ollie the Trolley, we want to welcome the Blue Devil Marching Band and Color Guard from the Salem High School.
All the way from New Hampshire, 117 members marching today. The band director, Mary Clausen, out there keeping an eye on the members, making sure they're all in line and ready to perform.
The Battle Hymn of the Republic, just one of the many songs you're going to hear along the parade route from them today. And you can also see them compete tomorrow at the Fiesta Bowl National Band Championship. That's going to be held at University of Phoenix Stadium. If you want to go, it starts at 10 a.m. and the tickets can be purchased at the stadium box office. Let's listen into that for a moment.
Marching Band, as we mentioned, one of many bands that are going to be along this parade route and will be competing tomorrow. So we're going to be watching a few more bands throughout the morning here. Let's jump now to the Fort McDowell Yavapai Nation float.
This is our first float so far of this beautiful parade, and this year's float theme is Fort McDowell Yavapai Nation, weaving the spirits of the Southwest from our elders to our youth. And you're seeing a lot of beautiful baskets there that they have woven.
Very cool float. The Tree of Ancestors memorializes the Yavapai basket weavers, and you can see their faces sculpted into the trunk. The roots are their arms handing down baskets to the Yavapai youth. And we were told earlier in the week it took them months to design this and create this float. A lot of work goes into these.
Got a special preview of it on ABC 15 mornings this week with Kimberly Chang there. And this float, by the way, has won the sweepstake trophy for this parade. So congratulations.
And riding on the float are members of the Fort McDowell Yavapai Nation honor students. The float was built by J Pro Studios, a company out of Tempe. Nice job, guys. Great float. Looks good, and glad to have you as part of the parade.
Up next is Arizona Governor Jan Brewer. Jan Brewer, of course, taking the oath of office as our governor here, January 21st of 2009. And there she is saying hello to the crowd. Lots of people along the street today. It's beautiful weather for a parade.
You know, they're expecting possibly as many as 100,000 people out for this parade today. So many people excited to be a part of this. I've talked to the governor about this parade, and she is so proud of what the Fiesta Bowl parade has become and what it brings to the community. Her political career began in the House of Representatives in 1982 and included some time in the U.S. Senate, the Maricopa Board of Supervisors, and as Arizona's Secretary of State.
Glad to have the governor with us today. The Tostitos Cantina chip balloon is coming your way now. That's a big bag. I think you might actually get to the bottom of that in one sitting.
How many ounces is that?
I don't know.
How many chips are in there? Tostitos proud to be in its 18th year as the title sponsor of the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. And, you know, they're just getting started as a sponsor of this. They love being a part of this. And hey, the bag's spinning around, dancing in the sun here at Phoenix.
Big bag of chips and a whole lot of dip going along with all of that. The fun fans and the activities here just beginning this morning. There's one of our cans of salsa dancing along on the plate.
What would it be without salsa, right?
Chips and salsa.
I love the fact that not only did they bring the bag, but they brought the salsa with them. It's good to have them along for this parade. And there you go, the Tostitos bag of chips. And behind them, we've got the Wells Fargo stagecoach. I'm not sure if we're quite there yet, but you can see some of the people here on hand to enjoy the Fiesta Bowl parade. A lot of excitement over the bag of chips.
Yeah, screaming so loud, I'm wondering if they're throwing out free bags of chips down there, because they do seem to be pretty ramped up about it all.
Anyway, on, guys. Throw
beautiful
some our way.
balloon. Beautiful balloon and a big one. Yeah, right. All right, there's that stagecoach that Kurt was just talking about. It's the living symbol of the American spirit, the Wells Fargo stagecoach. Stagecoaches traveled at an average of 5 miles per hour and stopped every 45 miles for meals.
If you think your road trip with your family feels like it's taken a long time, just remember the stagecoaches. Back in 1877, merchants John Smith and Charles Stearns opened Wells Fargo's first office here in Phoenix, 1877, long time ago.
Fun to see that authenticity there of that one.
See the beautiful horses pulling the stagecoach along here. And 5 miles per hour, it may seem slow, but it's actually the perfect parade speed.
That's true.
Right?
That is true. Took a while, though, for the mail to get to where it needed to go.
That is true.
Well, the Ballet Folkloria Allegra is joining us now, right behind that beautiful stagecoach. And they'll be coming up with some dancing formed in 2002 to promote cultural awareness and provide a safe environment for dancers to build positive self-esteem. And there you see them in their beautiful costuming.
Alegria means happiness in Spanish, and so that is their focus there. Run by 3 young adults, ages 17, 19, and 20. And you mentioned the dresses, really just a beautiful sight to see them dancing there with their dresses. They've got a classic car, pulling some of them along, waving beautifully on this parade route this morning.
Let's go right up to the stands there, and Brandon is getting a bird's eye view of all of this.
We're actually on the parade route right now. We didn't want to block all those people that are in the stands right now having a blast, but the floats are incredible. The performers are amazing. Now, speaking of performers, you just saw the Salem High School Marching Band from New Hampshire. They just passed by. Well, this is Bob and Alex. They have a son and daughter, a brother and a sister that were in that band. Alex, tell me, how cool is that to see your brother and sister in the band?
It was really cool. I'm really proud of them. They've gone so far.
That's awesome. And Bob, you're not just here for the parade. There's a competition, right?
That's right. There's a competition tomorrow, and the band's been here all week touring around, doing touristy things, going to the Grand Canyon tomorrow.
Oh, that's so much fun. Now, I have to ask, the weather here, pretty nice, right? I'm sure it's freezing in New Hampshire. How do you like this weather?
It is perfect out. Great parade day. It's snowing back home, so we're happy to be here.
Alex, would you like to be in the parade someday?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be in the band soon.
What kind of instrument would you like to play?
Percussion.
Percussion, that's awesome. Alex, thank you so much. Bob, good luck at the competition. Again, the Salem High School Marching Band from New Hampshire, they just went by. They were incredible. A lot of excitement still to come. It looks like we have another high school marching band coming up. Connie and Kurt.
Yeah, the Trumbull High School Golden Eagle Marching Band from Trumbull, Connecticut.
120 members marching today in this band. The band director, Peter Horton, making sure they're all in line. They've got a long list of selections of what they're playing. So let's go ahead and take a quick listen to the Trumbull High School Marching Band from Trumbull, Connecticut.
High School compete tomorrow at 10 a.m. and then the finals are at 3 in the Fiesta Bowl National Band Championship. That's going to be held over at University of Phoenix Stadium. You can buy tickets right there at the box office if you'd like to go.
Very exciting competition for all these bands, some of them coming from all the way across the country to be a part of this, and we're so excited to have you, to welcome you here to the Arizona community. Tempe, behind them, the community float sponsored by APS, the high school robotics and Key Club members promoting the many virtues of living in a responsible, active community where past, present, future come together to herald a community commitment.
Now, did you see that bowl there, Kurt? This is the cool thing about this. It's a 14-foot by 8-foot trailer there carrying a topographical map of the downtown Tempe area, but that robotic bowl is something that they built there with that club, and it's helping pull the float along.
Recognize that? That is Tempe, recreated by the Robotics Club and the Key Club there. I asked them if I could join the Robotics Club. You know, I'm kind of a geek.
They said you're too old.
They said I'm too old. And I said, thanks a lot, guys. I
but
really
they did say, yes,
that.
you are a geek.
Yeah, they agreed with that part,
Yeah.
exactly. I love how they're rowing along, too.
Exactly. Hey, if you're just joining us here on ABC 15, this is the Fort McDowell Fiesta Bowl Parade, presented by Fort McDowell Yavapai Nation, the spirit of the Southwest.
Up next, the Arabian Horse Association of Arizona, presented in their traditional Arabian native costumes, and of course, riding on those beautiful horses.
Aren't they beautiful, the costumes? And the horses are so well behaved. The Arabian horses are championship performers, actually, in English, Western, trail, dressage, endurance, and reining competitions, and always fun to see in their performances and competitions.
Keeping them in line isn't as easy as it seems, but when you've got them trained well, obviously they are staying in line for this parade. Check that out. And there you go. Somebody's got to clean up.
Yeah.
And they're doing it on the parade route today.
Hey, your job's got to get done.
Arizona Avengers, the next in line here in the Fiesta Bowl Parade, local chapter of a nationwide organization known as the Avengers Initiative.
It's an all-volunteer group that visits schools and hospitals promoting literacy and various charities, all while dressed like characters from the Marvel comics and movies.
Very cool. I see the Hulk back there. I'm trying to spot out a couple of the different characters here. Kids, if you're watching this parade, this will most likely be your favorite part right here, because kids love these guys.
Yeah, they probably can pick out a whole lot more of them than we can these
Right.
days. I do see the Hulk back there in the green too, yeah.
There you go. There's Spider-Man in there somewhere. Very cool.
Oh, and
Superman,
Wonder Woman.
Woman,
Yep.
Batwoman, Green Lantern. Exciting stuff. The Justice League of Arizona formed to bring all Arizona costume enthusiasts together for a collective identity.
It seeks to promote interest in DC Comics through the building and wearing of costumes and helps raise funds for local charity groups by contributing and making appearances at fundraisers and events. The Justice League of Arizona there.
And appropriately matched up the costume groups together, one right after another here. It's a superhero convention of sorts.
Yeah, we don't want them battling on this parade route.
Keep it peaceful, guys.
Exactly.
The Fort McDowell Veterans Association Elders are up next with a couple of cars here in the parade.
Vehicle 1 is Frank Martinez. Frank served in the United States Army in the Vietnam War and is a member of the Helicopter Crew Association and the Fort McDowell Veterans Association.
And there you go. There's the beginning of these cars here. The second car is Janice Martinez, the wife of Mr. Frank Martinez, president of the Fort McDowell Ladies Auxiliary. We're glad to have her with us here for this parade.
And then also Vehicle 2, we've got Colleen Stacy, who's a veteran of the United States Army and a current member of the Fort McDowell Veterans Association Executive Committee.
Also in that car, Harry Walker served with the 82nd Airborne Division in the United States Army, a Korean War vet and member of the Fort McDowell Veterans Association. Thank you for your service and thank you for being here today.